Hi guys! So in this video, I'm going to be doing an honest skin update, which is why I have no makeup on right now. And if you can't tell, this is going to be kind of an interesting setup because I have recently sold everything in this office, which is pretty funny because I'm pretty sure the video that came out before this was the office tour. But now I'm moving back to LA, so all my stuff is pretty much gone. But anyways, the reason that I wanted to do my skin update for you guys today and show you what my skin looks like with no makeup, no filters on, because recently on Instagram, a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me and telling me that my skin looks really good. And so while I appreciate those compliments, it's very kind of you, I wanted to be honest about the fact that usually when I'm doing an Instagram story, not only do I have a lot of foundation on, but I also usually put a filter on, which is why my skin looks good on Instagram. So I wanted to do a YouTube video that shows you me in just all of my glory and what my acne and melasma is looking like now after about 4 months of being in Hawaii. Unfortunately, as much as I love Hawaii, Hawaii does not love my skin. So the heat and humidity has really, from the moment we got here, honestly, caused me to start breaking out again. My melasma and hyperpigmentation has started to flare again. And I've been very careful about being in the sun, but it's just something about the heat and humidity that just really aggravates my skin. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about some of the things that I've been doing since being in Hawaii and trying to keep my acne and skin issues at bay while I've been here, and also my plan moving forward when I go back to LA. And another reason why I'm making this video is because I kind of want to document like what my skin looks like on video so that you guys can sort of see the progression of it getting better once I go back to LA and I can get back into kind of a better skincare routine. Because also just with everything that's going on in the world in the past couple months, I also haven't been able to get any facials or anything while being out in Hawaii, and I'm not complaining. It's like definitely not a big deal, but that is one of the ways that I kind of kept my skin looking really nice before all of the craziness happened in the world. So I don't even know if that'll be an option when I get back to LA because I know things are kind of closing down again, but there are a couple things that I'm going to be trying and I'm gonna get into those right now. So the first thing I wanna say too, because a question I get a lot as it relates to melasma and hyperpigmentation from you guys is, what is the number one thing that I did to make mine go away? Obviously it's back now, but I did a video a couple years ago about how I got rid of it, and literally the number one, simplest, easiest thing that you don't even have to spend any money to do if you are struggling with melasma or hyperpigmentation or dark spots is just to keep yourself cool. Especially if you guys are interested or familiar with Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the idea that like each of us kind of tends toward a different constitution. So there's Pitta, which is kind of fire, there's Kapha, which is related to more earth, and then there is Vata, which is like air. Now we're usually like a combination of the three, and I am not an Ayurvedic expert, but what I do know is that I am very Pitta, which means I'm very like driven, I have a pretty fast metabolism, I'm athletic, but also I'm very fiery. So being in a hot, humid climate really aggravates not only things like my digestion, but also my skin and causes my acne to flare, my hyperpigmentation to come out, things like that. So what's really important for those of us who are Pitta and who are really fiery, and I will link to some Ayurvedic resources below if you want to look more into that and see which type you are. But the most important thing that we can do is just keeping ourselves cool. So not being out in the sun, and also like things like hot yoga or anything where you're getting really, really hot is going to make your hyperpigmentation flare. So that would be one thing to pay attention to. And unfortunately in Hawaii, you really can't avoid it that much. I mean, I'm not gonna just be like sitting in AC all day. So that is one pro of going back to LA, is that it's just, even though it's summer, it's still just not the same level of heat and humidity as it is in Hawaii. So I noticed when we traveled there a couple weeks ago, as soon as we got there, my skin immediately got clearer, like literally within a day. So I think that's gonna be a big thing, but I'm also gonna tell you guys a couple of the other things that I am excited to reintroduce back into my skin routine because I've done them before and I know that they work. So the first thing that I am going to do, which I'm really excited about when I get back to LA, as soon as I can find somebody to help me do it, is a peel. So I've done a VI or V peel before. I will link to that video here. And if you guys remember, this is the one, I just spit everywhere, that's really gross. This was the peel that I did that my face was literally peeling off. It was so intense, but I have never gotten such good results from any other skincare thing that I've done ever. So it was great. I think they're great. I mean, obviously they're great for like melasma and taking off dead skin, hyperpigmentation, but they also are really great for acne. And they're one of the less expensive peels. So even though there's a lot of downtime, they really, really make a difference. So I'm definitely gonna do a VI peel again. I also am interested in doing the Cosmelon peel. So I actually have a Cosmelon peel that was sent out to me from the dermatology place that I went in LA. They sent it to me in Maui because I was gonna do it here, but the problem is you have to be very careful about being in the sun after you do it. And I was like, there's no way if I'm in Hawaii that I'm gonna be able to avoid the sun that much. So I'm probably going to do that one as well. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to document my whole Cosmelon peel process, because apparently it is the best peel you can do for hyperpigmentation, and I am ready to see some effing results. So I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, another thing that I'm going to do is start supplementing again with zinc picolinate. So this is not a recommendation for you. Maybe check with your doctor if this is something that you're interested in, but from my past experience, I know that supplementing with zinc picolinate specifically really, really helped clear up my acne. I'm not sure if it so much helped with the hyperpigmentation, but it's pretty much immediate. And one of the biggest causes of hormonal acne, especially like acne around your chin and jawline, can be a zinc deficiency. So if that's you, if you're having a lot of breakouts around like your chin and jawline, that could be something to look into. All right, the next thing that I'm going to incorporate, which I'm really excited about, is just incorporating more cooling things onto these birds, I tell you, they're really killing my vibe. Just kidding. I love them. Incorporating more cooling things onto my face. So I just bought a ice roller, which is great for like lymphatic drainage and just cooling down the skin. So anything, again, that makes your skin really hot, especially if you have hyperpigmentation or dark spots, that heat is going to bring the hyperpigmentation out. Because basically what hyperpigmentation and dark spots is just showing you where there's like damage or there's been trauma to the skin. So I think the reason that I have such bad kind of dark spots, I'm not even sure if it's melasma, it's more just like damage to my skin, is from being in the tanning bed for years when I was in like high school and college, and like I have no idea why I did that, but I think it really damaged my skin, and now it's all coming out. So anytime I get hot or, you know, super sweaty or humid, it starts to come out and flare again. So ice rolling, and then I'm also going to get, once I get back to LA, which I'm super excited about, one of those little mini skin fridges, because you can actually put your skincare products like your serums and your moisturizers and oils, probably not your oils, yeah, I wouldn't put your oils in there, but like your hyaluronic acid, your serums, things like that, you can keep them in your skin fridge so that when you put them on, it's nice and cooling, and just by it being cooling, it's also going to be depuffing for your eyes. So those are a couple of things I'm going to be trying as soon as I get back to LA, and from now until then, a couple of other things that I'm doing is, as always, and this is such an easy one that's kind of just a habit that I didn't realize I did so much, is touching my face. So I notice a lot of times when I'm sleeping, I'll like wake up and my hands are like on my face, and I'm like, well, no wonder I'm getting acne all over my chin. It's because my hands are on my face. So that is something to pay attention to. Or if you work from home and you notice yourself like going like this a lot or touching your face, that is also another thing. Again, it's so simple, but you might not even realize that you're doing it. Another thing is, and this, again, these are kind of more specific to acne, but making sure that you wash your pillowcases and your towels in your bathroom like as often as possible, because that bacteria from sleeping or wiping off your face after you get out of the shower, it sits on there, and especially in like hotter, humid environments, it's going to breed bacteria, and then you're putting it on your face again, so that can really cause breakouts. Again, you guys, I'm doing all of these things and I'm still breaking out, so they're suggestions. They may or may not work for you, but I just wanted to offer them up. And then last but not least, I try and let my skin breathe as often as possible. And that is really hard to do when you're somebody whose basically entire business is them being on camera. Like that is the biggest part of my business. So for me to not wear makeup and just show up without makeup on, again, it's like not the biggest deal in the world, but it's still like, I definitely feel less confident. It's not something that I love doing. I would prefer to have like super clear skin and have a full face of makeup, but it's just not always realistic. I mean, if you guys were to come over to my house, most of the time I don't have makeup on because I'm trying to let my skin breathe. So I think it's important just to be honest about like the fact that this is what it looks like. And I kind of wish that more people would show what they looked like without makeup on, because I think it gives kind of an unrealistic expectation of what our skin should look like. Like let me get closer. We're gonna get real up close and personal here. See if I can, yeah. So again, like it's not the worst thing in the world, but like I have some pretty bad hyperpigmentation on my upper lip. I have some pretty bad breakouts going on here and then even like on my neck. And it's just an overall like darkening of the skin. Not even darkening, just like kind of, my skin just looks really inflamed. So it'll be interesting after incorporating all of these things, especially when I get back to LA, doing the peel. I'm also going to probably be doing a PRP microneedling treatment, and don't worry, I'm going to be vlogging all of this because if you're like me, I like need to know the behind the scenes of what works, what's worth the money, what's not. So if you are interested in those videos, please give this one a thumbs up so I know that you guys are interested in more skincare videos. And let me know your comments below if you have hyperpigmentation, if you have dark spots, if you have acne. What kinds of things really work for you, and then what kinds of things aren't working for you, because I'm always open to new treatments, new strategies, new things like that. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't and ding that bell so you never miss a video. And I will be back soon. Talk to you later. Bye.